Welcome to the Copper King Mine and Railroad. Today we're going to talk about shops. This little engine house here on the Copper King Mine and the big shops at Bingham Canyon Mine. So stay tuned.
So we're going to talk about the shops on the Copper King Mine, and then we're going to go look at Bingham Canyon shops. Anyway, this is my little engine house right here I built. Yeah, it's scratch built. And we'll grab it and take a look at it. We'll take it over to the bench and see if we can take a closer look at it. So here it is. It's just a simple little structure. That's the front of it. Here's the side. It's just got some big old windows on it and a skylight window. The roof is just made out of small stirring sticks and to represent shake shingle there. This is the back of it. Don't have a door in the back because no one sees back there anyway. That's supposed to be some fan louvers up there. Here's the other side. And these black things up here are louvers, but you can't see them very well. So that's my little engine house. I got to show you something funny here. So this is where I got the plans from. Well, just kind of the idea. Did you see the price on that? It was $1. That structure book. And so, yeah, the copyright's 1958, the first one. So it's pretty old. Anyway, that's the plans for it right there. I don't know if you can get in there and read that, but I thought that'd be fun to put on there. So here's the inside of it. It's just made out of a 1/4 inch MDF. It looks like it had some melamine on one side and they just sanded it off to glue it together. So just simple. I didn't follow the plans on that. I just did it myself just to get the look of it. So let's go put it back on the layout. Now I don't glue down any of my buildings or my structures. Maybe one or two if it needs it, if it's really small and it's moving around. But usually things are just sitting on here, and the dirt or the debris or whatever, the ballast kind of keeps everything in place. So it just sits right here. And you can see the lights. I don't know if you notice the lights there. I lift them up on some black straw so they're up higher so you can see them a little better. So that's my little engine house in the Copper King Mine. We're going to go look at the big old huge engine house at Bingham Canyon Mine. It's really a neat one. When you're building modeling, I guess you know it's all about space and how much space you have to put things. And they're a little crowded in here, but so you can see I don't have very much room. Anyway, let's go over and look at Bingham Canyon. Now let's look at the shop at Bingham Canyon. Look at this picture of the shop. Isn't that a grand looking shop? I'll show you where it was at on the hillside. It was just perched on the edge of the mountain here. But there's very few pictures of this shop, and we're lucky we have this one. My friend Larry Sax actually saved these from being discarded back in the 80s when the company was changing owners, and he was just throwing everything away, all this information, all these pictures, and he got a lot of it. He saved it. I helped him scan all this stuff, and so we thought it was so important that we got a hold of Don Strack, and he put a lot of these pictures on his website, utahrails.net, and I'll put a link to that down in the descriptions where you can find those pictures. There's 743 of his pictures in there. Anyway, this is the shop at Bingham Canyon, pre-50s anyway. So the next picture is the coaling station. You see the big old coaling station here, and the smaller one next to it is a cinder station where they come and the engines, the old steam engines, would dump their cinders between the rails, and then they'd go down to the next level and they'd lift them back up and put them in a car there. Then this picture is the carpenter shop right here. This one is a big old slanted building. You see the stacks of wood in front of it. And next to that is the oil house. Now my dad actually worked here for a couple of years, and then they moved him across in the new building on the other side of the Carfork Bridge. And then this is a supply shack right here where they had metal parts and tubing and different things. Then the heat plant was down below, and then they just shipped the steam up the hill to heat the building. Now these pictures show where it was at in the canyon. You can see it right here, and just across from the Carfork Bridge. Here's another view looking down on it, the Carfork Bridge, and the shop is right there. What a great picture that is. Then in the late 40s and early 50s, the mine just kept expanding, and they had to move it. And so they built a brand new shop down a Dry Fork Canyon. It's on the corner there. This is the picture of the new Dry Fork shop. So that's the shops of Bingham Canyon.